My long-term girlfriend was using me as a placeholder while waiting for her ex to get divorced. She destroyed my relationships with lies, so I rebuilt my life and got every single one of them back stronger than ever. I thought I had it all figured out. 4 years with my girlfriend, 26F, living together for the last 3. I'm a software engineer. Decent salary, solid savings, a paid-off car, and the nice apartment we shared. I covered most of the rent because we're a team. She was ambitious, charming, always talking about our future, but we never quite nailed down a wedding date even though we were engaged. The red flags were there if I'd looked harder. She'd be glued to her phone but flip it face down the second I walked in. Work calls at 11 p.m. that left her smiling in a way I hadn't seen in months. Every time I wanted to hang out with friends or family, she'd start drama. "You always choose them over me. Your mom doesn't like me. Your best friend is too flirty with you." One by one, I pulled back from people to avoid the fights. My circle shrank until she was basically my entire social world. The truth came out by pure accident. One evening, her laptop froze while she was in the shower. She called out, "Babe, can you fix it real quick? Just click around and save my work." I did. An Apple Notes file was open titled Timeline. My heart stopped as I read, "He's the perfect placeholder. Pays everything, no drama, friends think he's a saint. Once Bex's name finally leaves his wife, papers filed next month, I'll ease out, say he got controlling. Everyone will believe me. I'll keep the ring, the gifts, and half the savings if I play it right. Easy." There were screenshots of her texting the married ex. "Can't wait to be with you for real. Just stringing him along until you're free." I waited until she came out of the bathroom. The confrontation was immediate. At first, she denied. "That's not what it says." Then tears. "It's just venting. You're overreacting." Then full gaslighting mode. "You're paranoid and controlling. That's why I can't be honest with you. You went through my stuff." When I showed her the screenshots, she flipped it. "You violated my privacy. This is why we can't work." I ended it that night, told her to pack her things and be gone by morning. Within 48 hours, the smear campaign started. She told everyone, my friends, my sister, my parents, that I was emotionally abusive, controlling, accused her of cheating out of nowhere, and threw her out with nowhere to go. Half my friends blocked me. My sister texted, "I can't believe you did this to her." Group chats went silent. My parents called to say I'd ruined a good thing. I was completely alone, heartbroken, and questioning every relationship I'd ever had. The months after she left were the darkest of my life. I was 32, suddenly single, and completely alone. The apartment felt huge and empty. I'd come home from work, sit on the couch in the dark, and just stare at the walls. Food had no taste. I lost 20 pounds without trying. Sleep came in fits, nights spent replaying every conversation. Every time she'd make me feel guilty for seeing friends or family. I kept asking myself, how did I not see it? How did I let her isolate me so completely? The silence from my people hurt the worst. My best friend from college blocked me on everything. My sister sent one text, "I can't believe you treated her like that." My parents called once to say I'd ruined a good thing and that I needed to apologize. Group chats I'd been in for years went quiet. No one reached out. I felt like I'd been erased. Therapy became my lifeline. I found a good therapist who helped me unpack the isolation. She deliberately created drama around every relationship I had so that when she left, no one would believe my side. It wasn't my fault I'd been blind. It was her strategy. That realization was the first crack of light. I decided I wasn't going to let her win. I threw myself into work. I learned new skills, took on high-visibility projects, and started a small consulting side business helping startups with their tech stacks. The money started coming in fast. Within a year, I doubled my income, got headhunted for a senior role at a better company, and by year 2, I'd bought my own house, a quiet place with a big backyard and a home office. Financially, I was more secure than ever. But the real work was the people. I started reaching out one by one, not with anger or accusations, just the truth, calmly, honestly. I had the screenshots ready if anyone wanted to see them, but I never forced it. My best friend from college, I sent a short message. Hey, I miss you. Things ended badly with her, but I'd like to tell you my side if you're open. He called the next day, voice shaking. He apologized for believing her so quickly, said he'd felt something was off but went along with the group. We met for coffee that weekend. We've been inseparable again ever since. Weekly hangs, trips, the kind of friendship that's deeper now because it survived a lie. My sister took longer. She was hurt and defensive at first. I invited her over to the new house, made dinner, and showed her the notes and texts. She cried for an hour, said she felt manipulated and guilty. We hugged it out. Now we talk every few days. She comes over all the time, and she's one of my biggest supporters. My parents? The hardest. I wrote them a long email with the evidence attached, no blame, just facts. Mom called sobbing. Dad was quiet at first, then admitted they'd been too quick to judge. They've spent the last year making up for it. Family dinners, holidays, constant check-ins. They've never been closer to me. The old group chat friends, some came back naturally as her story started crumbling. The ex never left his wife, she got caught lying to others. One by one, they reached out. I'm sorry I believed her. We rebuilt slowly. Barbecues, game nights, nothing forced. Not every relationship came back, and that's okay. Some people stayed distant and I let them go. But the ones that mattered, the real ones, returned stronger, built on truth instead of manipulation. I didn't need a new partner to feel whole. I dated here and there, but I was content alone. I traveled solo, read books I'd always wanted to read, fixed up my house, and enjoyed the quiet. For the first time in years, my life felt like mine again. 2.5 years have passed since she left, and my life today is something I never thought I'd have again. I'm 34 now, financially secure in a way I never dreamed of. The consulting business I started as a side hustle is thriving. I have steady clients, passive income, and I've built enough wealth to buy my own house. A quiet place with a big backyard, a home office, and space for people to come over. I travel when I want. I read books I've always meant to read, and I've even started volunteering at a local tech mentorship program. I'm not rich in the flashy sense, but I'm free, and that feels better than anything. The real victory, though, is the people. My circle is back, stronger, deeper, and more honest than it ever was before she tried to tear it apart. My best friend from college and I are closer than ever. We do weekly game nights at my house, take weekend trips, and talk about everything without filters. He's the one who said, "Man, I'm sorry I believed her so fast. I should have known you better." My sister comes over at least once a week. We cook together, watch bad movies, and she's become one of my biggest cheerleaders. She still feels guilty sometimes, but we've talked it through. She knows now how manipulated we all were. My parents are back in my life fully. Holidays at my place, Sunday dinners, long talks about everything. Mom still tears up sometimes when she remembers how she doubted me, but we've moved past it. They're proud of me in a way that feels real. The old group chat? It's alive again. Bigger, even. We do barbecues, hikes, birthdays. Not everyone came back. Some stayed distant, and that's fine. But the ones who matter did. And they stayed because they chose to, not because of guilt or obligation. I'm single, and I'm okay with it. More than okay. I'm content. I date occasionally if I feel like it, but I don't need a partner to feel complete. I've learned that being alone doesn't mean being lonely when you have real people who show up for you. My house is full of laughter on weekends, my phone is full of messages from people who actually care, and my life feels like mine for the first time in years. She still watches from the sidelines. She likes my old posts, then unlikes them. She posts cryptic stories, photos of the ring she kept, some things you only appreciate when they're gone, screenshots of my housewarming party. Funny how people rewrite history. Mutual friends who still talk to her tell me she's miserable. The married ex never left his wife. She's bounced between bad relationships, her job is unstable, and she's burned most of her bridges with the same lies she used on me. She messaged me 6 months ago. A long apology. I was young and stupid. I miss what we had. I see now how good you were to me. I didn't reply. She sent another last month after seeing photos from a big dinner at my place. 20 people I love, all there for me, smiling in the backyard. This one had an edge. Looks like everyone forgot what you did to me. They didn't forget. They just learned the truth. She spent years trying to make sure I'd have no one when she walked away. Instead, she handed me the strongest, most authentic support system I've ever had, and a life I love living on my own terms. Sometimes the best revenge isn't loud. It's just letting them watch you become unbreakable while they're still stuck in the mess they made. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.